In this spike hunter, what we do, we actually have two ways of trading it. I'm going to explain the first method, which you're seeing on the screen right now. So method number one, as you see the screen, when you use the template, this is what you're going to see exactly. So strategy number one, you can use it in M6. Do you see I have M6 here? M6 time frame. Can you see where my arrow is? Yes. So in M6, you're going to be using it as swing trading.
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Correct. So there you will be using it as swing trading. You know swing trading? Like it's not a very short-term trading.
Swing trading.
Yeah. It's where you enter a position and then you hold it for some time. So when you look at the setup on the screen in M6, the first arrow was at this point here. The first arrow was at this point. So the condition is this center line must first be blue when you're trading. Boom, spikes. Okay. Now when the center line is blue and you see the first
Yes.
arrow, you enter and then you hold it until when this center line turns red. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So in M6, remember M6 takes longer time. It's not like M1, which changes somehow faster. Yeah. So here it's like when you enter a position here, you just hold it and you keep monitoring. It needs some patience. Let me show you. When you look at this is M6. Now look at the center line here. Now you see that the center line turned red. Let me first increase on the color. Now you see it turned red from somewhere here. Now look how long it took when it was still red. You see that? That means when the color has changed, it means the trend is going to run. Now let me give you another illustration. You look at it at this point here. So if you entered the position from here, that means you would exit from somewhere up here. Now, for the risk management, you don't need to necessarily, you may not need to necessarily wait for the line, for the color of the line to change. Okay? You may, you can trade with a target. You get? So like if you're using position of 0.2, you just said, well, since I'm using a small lot size, I can be taking profit of $4. So you just set up your take profit to be 4 USD. You get? That is trading with a target, so that you do not have to wait for this to first go up and then it comes down again. And yet you can decide to say you're going to take like $4 or $5 depending on your lot size. Okay. Yeah, so you set up your take profit. Maybe for every position I'm going to enter, I'll wait to pick $10, then I'm out of that market. So if you do that, for all the four, now look at this, how it went all the way up to this point. This can give you over $20 in just one position that you've been holding. This could give you 20 to 30 in just that single position. Yeah, so this is when you're using it in M6. M6, you just have to be patient to wait. Now look at this one here. Look at this one. Just from here, you just enter and then you hold up to this spot. Yeah, so if you follow that in M6, just know one position will take you longer time, and most of the trade, 80% of the trade will be closed in profit. You get? Yes, 80% will be closed in profit. Give me 1 minute.
Profit.
Yeah. So I hope you can see by yourself what I'm meaning here. So this center line plays a great role. Now look, if someone want to scalp and the color changes in M6, you just enter and put your stop loss somewhere up or even negative $4. Then you just let your trade to run. This could pay you back, because from there up to here could give you like $10 if you're in the smallest lot size of 0.2. You understand?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Now look at this one here. In this first position, it kept on spiking little. I think it will break this zone here. Now these two lines are repaints, okay? They just give you short-term range. As you can see here, you see the market is ranging here. So there's a possibility it can also come back here, but it really repaints, so you don't rely on it. You're only going to rely on this arrow and the blue line. Yeah, so that is strategy number one. This is M6, you can see here. Now look at this one. It's another one. Okay, this is another long race. You see that? This is another long race. So there are just multiple examples, and this is a non-repaint indicator. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
both the center line and the arrow.
The center line has to change to blue, and then just one arrow to appear. Yes, just one arrow to appear. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Now that's in M6. Now when it comes to M1, we use similar strategy. Look at this one. This is now M1. Okay. So one arrow appears, you enter.
Okay.
You can decide to hold until when the color changes, you exit. Okay. Now again, it turned red a little bit, but this is an uptrend market, so we expect this to be going what? To be going up. But remember, when the color of this center line changes to red, I will exit this position. Yes, so this is M1. It works in a similar way. Now this arrow, I've made it in a way that it can somehow detect the trend. Okay, so let me show you an example. Now like here, there were some spikes here, but it was not giving you the what? It was not giving you it was not giving you the entry arrow. Why? Because it is detecting the possible downtrend here. So the spike detector itself has the capacity of detecting possible trend, like possible uptrend or possible downtrend. Yes. Yeah, so that is it when you're in the boom. Now when you're using it in the crash, it's the other way around. Look at this one here. This is crash 500. I'm majorly using 500 pairs. Okay, so this is crash 500. Now you can see for yourself, if we had entered the position from here, you would still be lagging in profit. Do you see that? You would still be lagging in profit. So you wait until when the color changes to blue. Let me give you another clear example here. There is no way you can close this trade in a loss. Look for yourself from here up to here. If you're with a good lot size, this is $50 clean money. Yeah. Now look at this. If someone trade candles from here up to here, that's almost $100. You see that? Yeah. So this system is very cheap, and yet it does far better job than most of the things that people are being scammed online, you know. So if you just follow this principle, this is M6, you know, you let the color of the center line change, first arrow, enter, and keep holding the position. Look at this point here. From this point up to here, you have your 10 to 20 clean dollars. Now look at this one. This was massive from this point up to here. Yeah, so it is easier trading it in